Hello everyone. And did you know that the Trump administration's new return to office crusade undermines another crusade that it's launching, the pro-family, pro-child, pro-natalist policy? The White House has prominently offered a $5,000 baby bonus to combat falling birth rates, and the President Trump and Vice President Vance and many other administration officials talked about how it's a serious problem that childbirth has fallen to 1.6 per American woman, which is substantially below the 2.1 replacement fertility. And of course, their immigration policy doesn't help, but that's another matter that I won't talk about today. Now, a new study from Stanford shows that working mothers look for 2.66 remote days per work weekly. So that's a hybrid model with most days spent working from home. That's substantially more than working fathers or women without children. The policy, in other words, the Trump administration is promoting is going against its pronatalist policy, the full-time return to office policy. It's harming the very demographic that the Trump administration is claiming to support, working mothers or mothers in general. And of course, in our society, women overwhelmingly work and they want to work from home. The average worker loses over 6 hours per week to commuting. That's a lot of time. That means less time available for child care and for many other tasks that women unfortunately still bear more of the burden of in our society. Remote work alleviates that stress and restores crucial parenting time. And of course, time for relationship building, because the Trump administration also doesn't want single mothers. It wants families with two working parents, and that requires some time invested into the relationship as well. So parents, of course, working fathers also prefer more flexibility than males who don't have children. And so it would be good for both working fathers and working mothers, but especially working mothers. The policy backlash that we're seeing is pretty serious. There are lots of women who have quit from the federal service, mid-career women who are key targets of the baby bonus and general statements and advocacy by the Trump administration to have more children. So that is a serious problem, that rigid schedules are pushing out those who need to balance work with child rearing. And so this is something that federal agencies are worrying about, of caregiver attrition risk. Global data shows similar things. France and Hungary and other countries, they didn't succeed with just giving money to people, and especially such a small sum as $5,000. They succeeded by providing wraparound services with childcare and leave and flexibility. American childcare costs exceed mortgages in many states, many cities, and so $5,000 bonus, women say it's very meager, not really enough to raise a child. The commuting costs themselves, it costs quite a bit of money to commute, up to $12,000 according to a Flex Jobs report. They can erase gains before anything from the baby bonus. That's like less than 6 months of commuting costs. Women often prioritize schedule control over pay or promotions, and this is not schedule control. A hybrid model, by contrast, preserves flexibility and performance, as many Fortune 500 companies are adopting. Remote work also cuts emissions, boosting environmental goals, and the tax credits can be helpful to incentivize hybrid schedules across industries, and certainly the federal government and state governments should pursue the policy for all their own workers. Realigning work norms transforms the baby bonus from a gimmick to an actual catalyst for a healthy family policy. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wise Decision Maker Show. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you checked out the show and leave a review. It helps others discover the show. It helps us improve the show. And if you have any questions, email me at gleb, Gleb, @disasteravoidanceexperts.com.